So I wanted to provide a quick update about UpdateKit on iOS 15 and explain why at launch on iOS 15, UpdateKit probably won't be updated. And I don't know when it will be, but I think Apple's going to have to fix some problems before I'm able to actually do anything here. There are some truly stupid problems that I would say I can't believe these problems are even still here, but having seen the quality of Apple's software decline over the past couple of years, I 100% believe that these exist. So I'm going to run this quick test that just does a fake update kit request, and I'm going to show you what the problem is. So first of all, there's this. Now, this used to only show up if you had an update available for both your shortcut and UpdateKit simultaneously, and then you would just pick which one you want to install. Well, now it's going to ask you this every time. I don't like this. I don't want to do this. But the action that gets the first item on a list kept returning multiple items from the list instead of just the first one. So, unfortunately, this is now necessary. It used to just, if there was only one item on the list, it would get the first item on the list and then it would return it. But instead, it's getting this plus the skip all button. It's getting the pubkit button plus skip all, and it's returning both of them instead of just the first item on the list. So that was crashing it. I had to take that check out and stop using that get first item from list action. So now I'm going to select this, and now you're at the menu here. Now, aside from the Remind Me Later button, every single one of these is broken. And I will show you what they all do. It's this. There was a problem running the shortcut UpdateKit. And I'm going to jump into UpdateKit and show you where it's failing and why it's so stupid. So the first one, the one I just hit, is the install button, which is right here inside this if choice is install. Now you can see there's not a lot here. There's an end of the if right here. It's just two actions. It sets the exit mode that is displayed in the output of UpdateKit, and it opens the URL. This action right here is broken. If I get the URL in a separate action, like in a get dictionary value or whatever, and then I put that directly above the open URL, and then I put a quick look in between those two things, I can hit the quick look. I can see the URL is there. Everything works fine, but the second it hits this open URL action, that's where it breaks. That same action seems to work fine in other shortcuts. I tried it in a test shortcut and it worked. I do not know why it will not open this URL. It is a valid URL. I displayed it. I looked at it in a quick look. It's totally normal, and yet it does not work. So I have no idea what's going on there, but it crashes there with that error you saw. Next, if choice is changelog, this one actually works and it moves on to the next part of the workflow. So does this one. This one opens up a web page to show you the historical logs for the shortcut and then moves on to the next section. And then this one is the skip forever button. When you press that, it does indeed move to the next step, which is this choose from menu right here, which is just a confirmation screen. It creates this dictionary as expected, and then it fails to save. It does that same error message here. It doesn't do it if I turn on ask where to save. But the problem with that is that then the user has to pick the right folder, and I do not want to have to make the users pick the folder. That's dumb. So that fails anytime ask where to save is turned off. I've tried different configurations where I pick a different folder, and then instead of having a sub path, I just have the file name. I have tried not having any sub path or file name at all, and just letting it use the default name. The only thing that makes it work is turning on that ask where to save switch. And it does not move on after that. It just shows the error message. But the Remind Me Later option right here, that one works totally fine. You press it, and then nothing happens. That's the whole point of it. And then right here, this is just where we return back to the menu after you have viewed either the changelog or the historical changelog. So you press that button, it shows the thing, and then loops back basically to rerun the shortcut using its own input. And it presents the menu again because this is now, it's function based. Unfortunately, I can hit a quick look above this run shortcut, but what's absolutely wild is that if I put a quick look at the very top of the shortcut, even before the first comment block, just the first thing it should do is display the current date and time. That's all it does. It never gets there. It's as if this run self just never even gets hit. Like it stops immediately prior. I can put a quick look ahead of it, the quick look gets hit. I put a quick look directly at the top of the shortcut, it never gets hit, which means it's never being run. It's not like it's crashing on the next run somehow. It just isn't running, and I do not know why. And that's it. That's why every button is crashing. Like I said, Apple's going to have to fix this stuff because this is not something that's within my power to fix. I mean, there's literally no reason these things shouldn't be working. So for that reason, UpdateKit on iOS 15 is just a big question mark right now. The version that is out will not work. Unfortunately, it's going to have some problems. Follow UpdateKit on Twitter if you go onto iOS 15 and you want to know when the update is out. Because I'm not sure that the existing version will actually be able to tell you. It might just crash. If you update to iOS 15. So yeah, Apple is getting worse at software somehow. You would think that they had hit rock bottom already, but I guess not. So that's the update. Yeah.